What up, y'all? DCFAYGOGUY. Today we are going to be taking a look at the brand new album from Claas. This is Revenge. Now this album is a pretty big deal. First of all, this marks the first LSP album I've ever bought. This marks me fucking with Claas, and for those of you who don't know, the Buck Snap occurred last year. If you don't know anything about that, there's a video that I had put out back in December with Double Dragon. I fucking Buckshot won me over. I was never really a big fan of his. Boondocks was the one that drew me in to UGA. Out of the three, Boondocks was my shit. But I always enjoyed Claas. But, I'm just so fucking tunnel visioned, guilty of being that way for so many years that I just never went and checked out Claas. Well, around the time that the Buck Snap video came out in December, Claas was starting to promote this album right here. And I'm like, I have to check this out. I knew I had been sleeping on Buckshot, and I immediately realized, I know I've been sleeping on Claas. This guy's got to be fucking fire, right? So I went and checked out the Article 3 of Revenge, which is a little EP, kind of like what Strange Music was doing there for a few years. And it was fire. The shit was amazing. And I'm like, okay, let's go check out Article 2. Let's go check out Article 1. And everything I heard, I was fucking blown away. So when the pre-orders went up for This Is Revenge, no fucking hesitation, I pre-ordered that shit. And this is a big moment because I'm getting better about not sleeping on artists, and that's pretty much my goal for 2022. Is anytime an underground artist releases an album, just go check it out on Apple Music and drop a review for it, whether I like it, whether I don't. And obviously, if I have physical copies, I will have physical copies to show you guys. So that is what we are going to do. So that is the front. Dope fucking album. The album cover, I think, is pretty fucking sweet. Like when they had it for the articles, it was pretty much the same thing, but instead of where it says This Is Revenge, you had like bullets for each article. Pretty fucking sweet. We will go ahead and open it up into the inside. There you have your thank yous and your credits down below. There's the CD art there. It is a digipack. I'm not a fan of digipacks. If you guys follow me on Instagram, you know exactly what happened with my Get Well Soon by King ISO. The motherfucker got cracked. That fucking dope. Like, is that like supposed to be a wolf or a bear? I feel like that's a wolf, maybe. But I haven't overthought the album cover. Open her up. Then you have Claas and some comic book style shits there. Dope shit. We'll close this all up. Flip it around to the back with the track list, which is Swear to God.
Take heed, cause I swear to God will be the next hit. This shit is gnarly, they got me willing to hardy and delete until they're all saying sorry. I hardly get on my hardy, but I'll take a bet.
Foxtrot, Echo, Alpha.
About to leave your family crying when it spills. Let me pound my fucking chest, give them space that you can feel. Fuck them all, fuck a hater, fucking quit, Terminator.
Friends.
Don't ever think I won't defend. So no one told you shit was gonna be this way.
Devil May Cry.
Class, you know who to call when you need in the winter. We meet up for dinner and discuss all the sinners and catechism. Ain't no amount of rhythm that'll get them out of their seat. They powder their nose running for peace. Let me take them to Mexico for some pesos and waste this brain.
Feast.
In the minute that they do, I'm a fucking beast. Bomb first when we ride. Please reconsider before you die. We ain't even come to fight tonight, but I
What does that make you?
all my homies feel proud while I'm killing this shit cause I'm ruthless and foul. If I ain't shit, then what does that make you? If we ain't legit, then
Revenge.
ask them who's the greatest, bet they say Claas. I give a fuck about them if they on my train tracks. I'm about to serve it up.
Come and get it.
Middle fingers up, I got 2 now go look at me. See, I know they wanna bring me down, but they won't tear apart my pride.
Legend, wait for this one fucked with me when it was uploaded, and I was like, Legend what? Wait, what? It's legendary, but it has like a wait for it in the like splitting it up.
I am everything and more. I am legend. Yeah, your time is ticking when I'm coming back. Ezekiel escaped from Babylon, and bitch, I'm running back to the main.
Crowns.
The fuck, I'm a legend and my throne's a touch crown. Everybody fucking with the wrong one. Never had a problem getting jobs done. I'm about to take it around the world, and that's a long run.
time bomb.
I am a time bomb and I will explode. Fight! See, bitch, I'm dynamite, so might protect your own. Cause I will let the shit off my chest, so best you be.
Gone, never coming down.
Bitch, I'm gone, and I ain't never coming down. I will never touch the motherfucking ground. Bitch, I'm gone, and I won't come down. All these motherfuckers giving y'all the run round. Shit, it's been a minute since a
Dichotomy.
but still, it's got me caught in this dichotomy.
Devil on my shoulder saying never's dead. An angel on the other with a severed head.
Outlaw.
I stayed south but brought the west coast. Come and battle me. This is that dirt spit grind shit. This is that don't get out of line shit. This is that they
Smoke.
should be rejoicing when looking at the fucking new king, their anointing. Yeah. But you don't want this though. You don't want this though. But you all gonna choke. Yeah, you all gonna choke. Y'all gonna watch this grow.
The sinners win.
So fuck them if they hit you with that hate shit. Cause I've been pushing greatness face into the top like spaceships. Let's go.
Burn it down.
Let's not step and grow back. Was a message to anybody that's thinking I am not cold.
Don't come around me, oh God. I don't be messing with no frauds. You just be looking.
Fucking dope.
You don't want it with me now if you don't fucking know. Cocaine on my dick, bitch, I'm fucking dope. I'm fucking dope, fucking dope, I'm fucking dope.
And suffocation.
Cause I'm just looking at a peephole choking. They put me in a box so they can stop me growing.
Now, like I said, this album is fire. Those articles just like blew me the fuck away. Like there was no doubt about fucking ordering this. So my standout tracks, you guys know I try to give at least 5. This one has quite a few. So obviously The Devil May Cry. For those who follow me on Twitter and follow me, I think I posted it on Twitter, but those who follow me on Instagram, I put a post up where I was like, I think I put it on both. But it said something about Kung Fu Vampire. Did he learn to shapeshift? Because the first time I listened to Devil May Cry, it sounded like monoxide spit. And I'm like, wait, this is who? It was funny shit. But I'm assuming, and I'm just assuming here, I'm assuming this might have been around the time that he had COVID. If you don't know the story about that, when they were recording for Double Dragon, actually, if you listen to the song, what the fuck is that song called? Tyrants. If you listen to Tyrants, his voice is very hoarse, and that's kind of how I feel like this one was as well. So I think that was recorded around the time he was sick. Maybe, I don't know, purely assumption. But Kung Fu Vampire sounded like a whole different person on that. And of course, he brought the fucking flames. So Devil May Cry is a standout track. Feast is hands down my favorite. I love the beat. I love the way that Claas goes in on that beat. What Does That Make You is the shit. Crowns I really like. Dichotomy is really good. Smoke is really good. Burn It Down I enjoy. And Suffocation. Like when Suffocation started, I was like, this is dark. It was dope shit. So I think I gave way more than 5 there, but those are my standout tracks. Really, the only song there's only one song that I even remotely have the urge to skip, and in some of my recent listens that I have skipped has been Revenge. And it's not that I don't like the song, but I think coming off of Feast, coming off of What Does That Make You, those were very like in your face, fucking kick ass, like faster flowing songs, and Revenge kind of slows way down. So it's kind of like a speed bump. Every album sometimes tends to have speed bumps that slows down the flow of the album. That is Revenge. Revenge for me slows it down. So it's, like I said, it's not a song that I hate, but it has been getting skipped. But I feel like that's just because the way the album is flowing and going forward, and then all of a sudden it's just like you get into that beat and it slows way down. So yeah, like I said, this fucking album is fire. If you guys have not gone and seen it, Beneath the Dirt did an interview with Claas. I highly recommend it. If you're a fan of Claas, if you're not a fan of Claas, if you don't know who Claas is, go check it out, because there's some dope shit talked about in that. Some shit I didn't know about Claas. And as far as it goes for Beneath the Dirt, Roan leveled the fuck up with doing interviews, and I really hope that he's able to do more interviews, because I really enjoyed that episode a lot. Like, I want to see him do more of those for sure. Like, if I'm never a guest again on his podcast, as long as it's because he's booking bigger names than me, and I don't even think that I'm a big name, but if I'm never a guest on his podcast again, and it's because he's like just churning out these interviews, I would be okay with that, because for one, Roan listens to such a wide variety of music, and he fucks with a lot of artists, that he's the one to be doing these fucking interviews. Like he's just, I feel like he's gonna have the knowledge about these artists to properly do these interviews and shit like that. So I definitely, Roan, I want to see more interviews, man. I hope that you're able to hook it up. I feel like you could very easily get one with Buckshot, because he's a big fucking support of yours. But yeah, I just had to plug that shit, because that interview was really fucking dope. And Claas brought some knowledge that schooled me. Again, I'm known for being very ignorant when it comes to underground artists, and that's something that I want to fix. So, yeah, had to plug that shit. But I love this fucking album. I love this album quite a bit, and I went into this with a little bit of worry, because when King ISO released World War Me, like, everything else could not really match it. I was just constantly listening to World War Me. Now, I've been listening to Get Well Soon quite regularly. The CD is still sitting in my car, because that's obviously safer than being in the case that's cracked and broken. So I've been listening to Get Well Soon in my car, but every so often I'll hook my phone up and let this play. And every morning for 2 hours I have free time to where I'm able to listen to music on headphones. And this is what I've been listening to. And it's had no problem. Like, I've had no issues with wanting to go listen to Get Well Soon. Like, this brought so much heat that it couldn't be overshadowed or outshined by Get Well Soon. And that's pretty fucking big, because World War Me did that for a lot of artists in 2020. So if you guys have not heard this album, go check it out. Obviously, I played the sound snippets there for you. Go check it out. It's available digitally everywhere right now. Spotify, Apple Music, fuck YouTube. So always, if you like what you hear, support your motherfucking artist. And you can go check out the physical copies on Gore Shop, I believe is the name of the website. But yeah, this album, fucking dope, and I'm super excited to finally be properly representing and supporting all three of the UGA members. You know, that buck snap, it had a bigger effect than I expected. So, Claas is the shit, and I'm fucking down to be down supporting him. So anyway, tell me what you guys think down below about This Is Revenge. What are your favorite tracks? If there is a song that you skip, tell me which one it is. Tell me why it is. And thank you guys for watching. I will see you guys next time.